Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are digging into, well, a really fascinating situation with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, it's quite the contradiction, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, you look at the standings, early November, they're sitting there at 5-4. That's only good enough for the 8th seed right now, third in the AFC West. Kind of shaky.
Looks like potential trouble, right?
Yeah.
But then you check our sources, the models, the betting markets, and it's a completely different story.
Completely different. We're seeing market confidence, probability estimates between 91.7% and 92.3% that they make the playoffs. Just staggering confidence.
So the market basically thinks this 5-4 start is what, a blip?
Yeah.
A transient anomaly, as the sources put it?
Exactly. They see underlying strength. So our mission today is to unpack why the market feels that way because, the real risk here might not be missing the playoffs altogether. It's maybe losing that AFC West division title, something they haven't done in, what, a decade?
10 years, yeah. So, okay, let's start with the crisis point. How did they get to 5-4?
Well, the sources point to critical execution failures. And that Week 9 loss to the Bills, that really put it under a microscope.
Oh, definitely. Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he took an astonishing 15 quarterback hits in that game, plus 3 sacks.
15 hits. That's not normal. That signals a potential breakdown somewhere.
It's down on the offensive line, absolutely. Yeah. And you saw it play out in that sequence right before halftime.
Yeah. First and goal from the 1-yard line.
4 attempts.
4 straight plays. And they come away with a field goal.
That just screams offensive line issues. You lose a veteran like Joe Thoney. You've got new guys starting. The pressure's on. It's showing up immediately.
And the timing couldn't be worse, personnel-wise.
Right.
Starting right tackle Jawan Taylor goes down, right ankle injury.
Right. So now you're relying on reserves like Wanya Morris, heading into a really critical stretch.
Which makes this Week 10 bye week absolutely crucial. It's not just rest. It's what the sources call a vital operational necessity.
Yeah, they need this time to try and stabilize that line.
Okay, so if the line's shaky, execution's failing. Why the 92% market confidence? Let's look at the other side. The basic stats, they still look pretty good.
Well, yeah, on the surface, they're 7th in points for, which is solid. And defensively, they're ranked an elite 2nd in points against.
Second, holding teams under 17 points a game, that seems like high quality. Right?
It seems like it. Yeah. But that's where it gets deceptive. If you dig into the advanced metrics, specifically defensive DVOA.
Okay, DVOA, snap-by-snap efficiency, not just the final score of a drive.
Exactly. And DVOA tells a very different story. That defense, despite being 2nd in points allowed, ranks only 20th in defensive DVOA.
20th? Wow. That's a huge gap. How are they 2nd in points allowed if they're playing like the 20th best defense on a per-play basis? What's bridging that gap?
Volatility. Luck, basically. Right now, they're being insulated by turnovers. The turnover differential is really strong. It's +4, +5, top 5 in the league. They're living off taking the ball away.
So the operational risk is what? That turnover luck runs out, that rate regresses to the mean.
Precisely. Turnovers are notoriously volatile. If that dries up, suddenly that less efficient, 20th ranked DVOA defense starts showing up on the scoreboard.
And they start losing close games, especially those crucial divisional ones.
Exactly. Which brings us to the path forward. If you can't rely on luck, you need control.
And control means winning the division. They can't afford a messy wild card fight, especially looking at the standings now.
Right. The 7-2 Denver Broncos are leading the West. The 6-3 Chargers are right there too. That's a real threat.
So the strategy becomes pretty clear then. It's a divisional imperative.
Absolutely. They have to dominate their remaining divisional schedule. That's the clearest path to guaranteeing a playoff spot and, importantly, a home game.
How many divisional games are left?
3 critical ones. 2 against the Broncos, the current leaders, and 1 against the Chargers.
So basically, sweeping those 3 games is the mandate to overcome the current deficit and any tiebreakers.
That's the safest route. Winning all 3 pretty much secures the West. It negates the early losses.
Okay, so let's synthesize this. The market sees a low chance, like 7.7% of them missing the playoffs entirely. The real analytical risk, the higher probability one, is losing the division title.
Correct, which means a tougher road, likely away games in the playoffs.
And it really hinges, doesn't it, on that one key variable we talked about, the O-line. If that instability continues, if Mahomes is still taking 15 hits a game,
then even their quote-unquote easy remaining schedule doesn't matter much. That pressure compromises everything.
Right. The market might be underpricing that specific risk profile right now.
It's possible. So here's the final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. They probably need at least 5 wins in their last 8 games just to hit that 10-win mark, which is usually playoff territory.
Okay, 5-3 down the stretch.
But to actually win the division, given where Denver is, they likely need to go 6-2. And crucially, that probably requires sweeping those divisional games we mentioned.
So can this team, the one that couldn't punch it in from the 1-yard line against Buffalo, can they realistically go 3-0 in that key stretch between Week 11 and Week 15 against Denver and LA?
That's the multi-million-dollar question, isn't it? Does achieving that justify the market's overwhelming 92% faith? Or is there more risk here than the models are currently showing?